Welcome back to my channel, guys. This is Diana, your host with Moving Forward. This is a space where we share stories of struggle, growth, and healing with hopes of encouraging those who may be in similar season in life. Joining me this week is a returning guest, Mykasia. When she
Hi.
first, Hi, Mykasia. When she first appeared on this platform, she had just terminated a domestic abusive relationship while raising her two sons as a young single mother. Today, she is back to share an update on her journey. Mykasia, thank you so very much for giving yourself permission to return and share your growth.
Of course, you're welcome. Happy to be here.
How have you been?
I've been really, really good. Like, we've been great, like, awesome. Like, we've had a couple of hiccups, but that's life. But other than that, I'd say, like, the majority of the time, everything has been super amazing and great. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Great. And I have not seen you in such a long time. You have
No.
grown into such a beautiful young
Thank
lady.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
My question, when you look back at the woman you were when you first came on this platform
Mm-hmm.
and the
I
woman you are today,
mm-hmm.
what growth are you most proud of?
Um, so the growth that I'm most proud of from back then is I'd say okay, so back then I didn't analyze things like I do now. I would just kind of just do just off of a whim, like, okay, I'm feeling this way, so I'm just gonna do this. Now, the person I am now, I analyze every single thing, like everything has to make sense before I just act on it. So yeah, that pretty much answers that question. I think more clearly now and more about how things will turn out if I do A, B, and C, basically.
Okay. So do
Hmm.
you find yourself doing pros and cons list?
Hmm.
Do you find yourself doing like the pros versus the con list when you
Yes.
analyze? Yes.
Yeah, all the time. Like I'm like my mind is constantly going because I'm like, okay, if I do A, B, and C, it's gonna be like this, or if I do this, it's gonna be like that. So, and that's just with literally anything, like anything. And I feel like a lot of people, like a lot of younger people don't think they just do, which is that's because they're young. But yeah, I now like, oh, I'm so glad I went through what I went through back then versus now. Because I couldn't imagine being 32 years old doing some of the stuff I was doing back then. That is crazy.
32 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How being 32, how would you describe this chapter of your life right in this present moment?
New. I like it, and I like the fact, first of all, that I don't look 32, so
No, you don't.
that's good. But I feel like so when I turned 30, I was scared to turn 30 because I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't have a man, I don't have a house, I got two kids. Um, but now that I'm in it and I'm 2 years in, I just feel like 30 is like you're still young, but you are young enough to like still have fun. But now you can have fun, but with understanding of more of life a little bit better and just learning from your past mistakes. And so now that I'm 32, it's like, okay, boom. I'm still young. I can still have fun, but now I'm navigating differently because I've learned so much. And so now it's even more better because I know what to expect. I know what to do, what not to do, and just approach everything with caution. And yeah, it's lit.
So at 30, you mentioned it was scary because you don't have a man, you don't have a house, you have two kids. That's it is a scary thought.
Mm-hmm.
However, what I'm hearing also is that you embrace it like a champion.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't want to, I feel like, because I don't know how it is in other countries or cultures, but
Yes.
I just feel like the American people and cultures, I feel like they put a lot of pressure on women to have kids at a certain age, to, be married at a certain age. And I, for one, I was like, and I have this slogan and I say it all the time, even with my job, if I don't mentally feel like being at work, I'm going to take off. You know why? Because this is my life. This is me, okay? This is my life. Nobody's gonna tell me how to do. No, this is my life. Well, except for God, but this is my life. So, with that being said, I feel like people, in our culture, just Americans, period, we just put stamp on. Okay, she has to be married at this age. She has to have kids at this age. Like, it's okay to live your life without having children. It's okay. It's what you want to do and what works for you. So that's where I'm at. I don't have my house, but I know it's coming. And that's okay. Like I got a roof over my head. I know that. And
Yeah.
it's
It's
okay.
coming.
So
You know, sometimes, Mykasia, and let me say, I do agree with you because sometimes societal pressure, the expectation of society can we allow it
hmm
to put such a pressure on ourselves.
we do.
But then when we stop and analyze, just like you said, we realize that the happiness, right, is internal, not what society expected,
Correct. Yes.
right? And when we embrace the here and now, what we have with gratitude, I am sure you feel a sense of happiness.
Yo, yeah, all the time. Even when I'm like, because I've been through a lot last year with my family and stuff, and even in that, like, still crack a smile, make jokes.
Mhm.
I don't, I barely have anything to complain about. Right now, it's just my job. But other than that, like I'm okay and I'm happy to have a job too. So it's just like, I'm really living life for sure. And with my children too. So
That's
I,
good.
I tell anybody don't don't let other people dictate the way you should live your life unless you want drugs or something, that's not good. But just live your life like it's okay. Like even my mom, like, girl, you got a man, live it up with your man, honey. Live it up. And church folk too. We gonna need to touch on that as well. Church folk, stop telling people the way they should live. Like, no, God will push them in the right direction. You don't have to beat people over the head. Like, it's okay. People will stress themselves out over your own life. Like, no. Or over their own lives. Like, we not doing that. No.
You know, you said church folks. One of the things that I do, and I'm one of the church folk, but I don't allow I try my very best not to judge anyone or
Right.
not to push anything on anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, live your life according to Proverbs 3, 5, and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not unto your own understanding.
Right.
In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. As long as he is directing your path, yeah.
Yep. Because God will convict you himself.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah,
was riding, listening to a Beyonce song, and he was like, I'm so next, next. Like, I'm not supposed to be saying that. But yeah. So yeah,
yeah.
just live
What
life.
did healing teach you about your strength that you didn't know you had before?
Oh, that's a good question. Healing taught me that it is most definitely okay to move on, especially when someone else has other issues that had nothing to do with you to begin with.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
cannot fix everybody. I'm not anyone's mom. You can assist, but if that person is not willing to change or that person doesn't even see what they're doing wrong, that's not your responsibility. And then I also learned too that it's not my responsibility to I forgot how the saying goes, but basically it's not my responsibility of how someone else views me. I no longer care because you can look at my life and look at your life. My life, and I'm not trying to sound arrogant, but my life is pretty strong and I have a pretty solid foundation
Right.
versus someone else's life is very shaky, very not stable. So I just now I don't care what anybody says. And people say that, oh, I don't care. Da, da, da. Yes, you do. When you stop caring, it's like the best feeling ever. You just live life and move forward. Like, it's perfectly okay to move forward and leave someone else in their misery. It is perfectly okay. You
Yeah.
can't save everybody.
Can't save anyone.
We are not
Right.
God, and
Eh,
I ain't trying
eh,
to be all that stress.
yeah. And some we can't be the drowning savior, right? We can
Right.
only
Mm-hmm.
save ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Um, was it really hard for you to let go emotionally, physically, psychologically? Because sometimes, sometimes you say we're done and we're moving on, but it's never really that easy, majority of the times. Was it hard for you to just let go?
So, yes, that's why sometimes I come across TikToks or Instagrams where they'll judge a woman for not leaving an abusive partner, but it's more than that. And like I even had to tell my mom, like, don't say that you will never take something if you've never been through it. Cause I was for one, I grew up on Lifetime movies. Ain't no man finna hit me. Da, da, da. I done got bopped upside my head, and now I feel like I can't leave because I want to save him and try to no. Um, but to answer your question, yes, it was very mentally hard to leave him. And then a lot of people don't realize that some of this stuff is, well, all of it really is spiritual. We
Mhm.
had a soul tie for sure. Like, and I had a friend and I will never forget, her name is Key. She told me, she was just like, you need to pray every day, God break the soul tie. And I would just say that, God break the soul tie every day,
Mhm.
every morning, anytime I thought about it, break the soul tie. I would literally feel my kid's dad when he was like, when he like entered Highlands County. Mind you, we were on like a no talking basis. I was trying so hard not to reach out, not to talk to him unless it was about Eric and Kaden, but even still we would get into arguments and stuff. And I would literally feel his presence when he would either be coming or leaving Highlands County. That stuff is real and it's nothing to play with.
That's
And
how
when
strong the bond was.
yes, we have like dreams um about each other at the same time. Like the devil was trying to take me out through my kid's dad. I'm not trying to bash him. It's the truth. Like
Mhm.
it's the truth. So I just I had to pray. Like I literally had to pray him off me for real. And even now, like we're very like we're in a good headspace, but I know we know we can't talk to each other for too long because somebody gonna end up arguing and we not trying to do that. So
Well, it takes me back to the scripture that said, we're wrestling not against flesh and blood, but about principalities in dark places, right? Where you
hmm
say it was more emotional, it was less emotional and more spiritual.
it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
That's why he says wait till you're married. Like, please, y'all, please wait. Because, like, you need to know how that person deals with anger. You need to know how that person deals when he or she is under pressure. And all that could be handled without, sex. Like it is okay not to have sex because when you have sex, that is a bond for sure. Like, and I got took up through there. And I don't mean sex, I'm talking about emotionally, like
Mhm.
just, oh my gosh. It was, have you ever watched Spider-Man 3 with Venom?
No.
I'm a Marvel girly. Like I love Marvel down. So at the end, Spider-Man, he had the black, it's like sludge, like slime. It was venom. And at the end, he was trying to get rid of it. And he had to, the only way to knock it was with noise. So he had put these metal poles. It was like boom, boom, boom. And then he had like took another metal pole and was like clanging them, and the more he did that, the more irritated it got, and
Mhm.
it had to detach itself. Well, when it detached itself, it grew bigger.
Mhm.
And when it was detaching itself, it was like a pull, and it looked like it was hurting Peter, and it probably was. But I feel like every time I watch that, I personally feel like that's exactly how it felt when I was detaching my kid. It hurt so
Yeah.
bad, but the venom was poisoned. It was literally killing me. Like,
Mhm.
girl, Miss Diana, I done went to Peace River and everything. Whew, girl.
Ooh.
Went to Peace River behind the man. It was really bad, and I was just trying to break away. And sometimes when God is trying to snatch you away,
Uh-huh.
it. But now I'm
So
fine.
let me ask, you mentioned Peace River. Was that the turning point where it's like, oh no, no more. It's not worth
No,
me sitting up in Peace River.
no, girl, he came and picked me up. No, it was. No. The turning point was over a haircut. Like literally that was the turning point. We got into a really, really bad fight over a haircut. He tried to hit me with a crowbar. I was like, yeah, no. Like it was over a haircut. And again, I'm not trying to bash him because we are okay now, but he didn't get my kid's haircut, and even to this day, if you go through my reels, Eric and Kaden, they always have their haircut. My hair will go with that. I will go without. I don't care, but Eric and Kaden will not. And he's just like, it's my turn to get a haircut, and I was like, you don't have a turn. We have children now. You get your haircut when you can, but they needed a haircut, and it got so bad till he picked up a crowbar. It had to call the police. Like over a haircut. And in my mind, I was like, oh, you're getting that upset because I want you to take my children to go get their haircut. And you would pick up a crowbar over a haircut. Yeah, you got to go. Because you going like, come on. That is so stupid. And then you're choosing yourself over my children. So that means you don't love them like that.
Yeah.
And you sure enough don't love me. You hit me with a crowbar, well, trying to hit me with the crowbar, like no. So
That
that
had
was the part, the breaking point.
that had to be very scary, frightening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was, but it's sad to say that we've been in so many altercations till like that wasn't even the bad part about it. It was the fact that you didn't go get my kid, like Eric and Kaden, like you choosing yourself over them. That was the breaking point. I had to see that he didn't care like that
Mhm.
for them back then. So
Um,
that was really the breaking point. Yeah. Hmm.
Sometimes when we stay in relationships that we desire to walk away from, it's never easy to walk away,
Mm-mm.
right? It, it takes sometimes it takes planning
Hmm.
because as um as sad as this may sound, the pain and the familiarity of it all feels better than not knowing what's ahead if I walk away.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
so true. Yep. Because you're familiar with it.
Yeah.
That is
Mhm.
so true. I'm glad you understand because a lot of people they like, oh, you should have left that. Oh, hush, you don't know.
No.
It's
If
hard.
well, we know what we already have, right? And I'm not making excuses. Pain can be so familiar to us. It feels right.
Hmm.
Yeah. Based on that, what beliefs about yourself did you have to let go in order to move forward?
Um, what was the beliefs that I had to let go in order to move?
What beliefs about yourself you had to let go?
Um, I had to first of all, I had to let go of being scared, and then I also had to let go of believing everything that he said because for a long and I'm still going through stuff from that relationship, to be honest. Um, I struggle. I'm not gonna say I struggle with self-esteem. Because I don't, like I know I look good, but
Mhm.
sometimes I feel like people don't love me, and that is so not true. Like when people do, like when my friends show up for me, I get so overly joyed till like it's like, okay, I have to think like, okay, so they do love me. But sometimes I go back to when I really needed someone and they kind of weren't there, but they were there. But I just
Yeah.
feel like people should have been standing up for me more.
Mhm.
But at the same time, when they did try to stand up for me, I would just go right back to the situation. So I had to think like, they were there, but they didn't want to get in the mess. It was messy. Like no one wanted to get messy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to stop being scared. I had to stop thinking that people didn't love me because that was so not true.
Yeah.
And then I had to snatch my joy back and get my self-esteem back.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much it.
So it seemed like you started seeing Mykasia Tina Brown, and I'm laughing when I say Brown. You started to see Mykasia Tina Brown through your own lenses and not through anybody else's.
Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes the devil will send somebody your way to step on your neck or to try to trick you into thinking you're not something that you are. And once I realized like, oh, I'm A, B, and C. Like I'm talented. Like
Mhm.
I've learned that I know how to draw. I did not know that I was artistic.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I can draw. I didn't know that I could like put beats together. I didn't because I was so into my boyfriend at the time and invested in him. Yeah. And I'm pretty talented. And I'm like, oh, this is me, okay. Like I'm learning myself and I'm still learning myself. Like it's cool. Like it's so I just feel like people can't like you can't be so wrapped up in a person or just so not even in a person, just so wrapped up in a situation to where you lose yourself and I was lost without a map.
So now that after finding your identity, right, or reclaiming it, right,
Hmm.
how did you celebrate yourself?
Oh, I'll have a Jeep Wrangler.
Oh, oh, nice.
Yes,
Because,
Jeep Wrangler.
uh-huh,
I make sure that I take care of my kids like I'm supposed to. I celebrate myself through them, like because me and my son, we have the same birthday.
right.
To be honest, I didn't even feel like it was my birthday.
Hmm.
It was his birthday. Like, and I celebrate my kids every time I get their hair. Well, I celebrate myself every time I get their haircut,
Hmm.
every time I drop them off to school, every time I can go in the store and buy them whatever that they want. And girl, they so spoiled. Buy everything that they want and they need. Mommy, I want Culver's. We have graduated from McDonald's to Culver's every time. That'll be $50. I'd be like, boom. Like I live my life through my kids and then I also celebrate myself too,
Hmm.
not just with that, but I also take myself out. Like I be in Orlando all the time by myself, shopping or just doing things that I like to enjoy. So that's how I celebrate myself by showing myself this
Yeah.
is how a man is supposed to treat you
Yeah,
and date yourself. Like it's
it's
fun.
okay.
Hmm.
A life worth living. Once we
Yes.
reclaim our identity, then we have to find that life that is worth living.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ha- You know, who did you become after you were no longer living in survival mode? Who did Mykasia become?
I became, see, back then I was Keisha. I'd say I became my Keisha. I'm like my Keisha.
Correct
I
me, lady. Correct me.
No, you're okay. I love me so much. Like, I even tell my boyfriend now, like, hey, I'm going off to A, B, and C. He's like, you go by yourself? Mm-hmm. This is before you, and I'm still gonna do me. I'm not getting lost for nobody else. I don't care. You cute. You real cute. But I have to choose me like every time. Every single time. So with that, like I am so in love with myself and I love the fact that I'm finally in this headspace because then now I could pass off this to my children. They're no longer seeing fighting and all of that stuff because they've seen a lot that they shouldn't have.
Mhm.
And my biggest fear now is they get girlfriends and they whoop on them. Oh, please don't, because I'll be the one to call the police. Girl, you should have called the police. That's gonna be me. Girl, he hit you, call them. Or I'm gonna call them. I don't want them to be like that. But now that I'm in this headspace, I pray that my kids see my growth, and they do.
Yeah,
They see my growth, and they carry just this positivity on in their lives.
great. What values were you intentional about planting in your sons as you rebuild your life? And I guess I want to ask a simple question.
Okay.
Have you ever sat them down to say, you saw this, however, it wasn't right. It's not okay to do it.
So, yes, I have. I actually talk to them quite frequently about that because I don't want them to ever put their hands on a female or, anybody for that matter. Um, they know that that was wrong, and I tell them all the time, like, that is not love. If somebody got a whoop on you, that is not love. It's just not. And they most definitely understand, especially now, because
Mhm.
I don't sugarcoat anything from them at all. Um, and some people may agree with this, some people may not, but me and my aunt, we do not see eye to eye when it comes to this topic I'm about to say or this saying or whatever. But when their dad is inconsistent, I'd be like, you don't have to take that. Because I feel like if you take inconsistency as at a young age, you're gonna be okay with that when you get older. No. So when their dad ooh, and this is like the year before last, he would just come in and out, in and out. And I tell my children, baby, you don't have to go if you don't want to. I was like, because that's inconsistency. You don't have to go. And they wouldn't. I'm like, no, I don't want to go. Well, why not? Because you barely see us anyway. We don't want to go. And I'm like, okay, you don't have to go. Um, I just don't want them to take like half behind stuff. Like you don't have to take that. And so I instill that in them and just, live your life, do what makes you happy and do it for you, not for anyone else.
What
So
strengths do you see in your boys because of your journey?
they are their own person or they're their own, yeah, they are their own little people, I should say. I can't say they're not followers. My youngest, he sticks up more for himself, and then he also sticks up for other people as well. Eric, he's pretty easygoing, but if he don't like something, he will say it, and I can't say it's not like in a rude manner, but he's gonna open his mouth
Mhm.
and speak, and that's. What and they're more responsible too, I can say.
Awesome.
Mhm. Yep.
What support have you, what support helped you keep going when things felt heavy?
My mom and God, like when things feel heavy, I'll just vent or whatever. But then I remember where I used to be, and I'm like, okay, this not that bad. It's not that bad. It could be worse. Because
Yeah,
even like when I with our I'm about to be completely honest. When I came on the show the very first time,
yeah.
I really had just got into an altercation with my kid's dad, like probably 10 minutes before I even came on the show.
Wow. Yeah,
Like I had he like we was just fighting, like physically.
yeah.
So it was over,
Uh-huh.
but we just still had that because it was still fresh, and we just still. I'm like, oh, I just want to. So, but now we like we just keep it, very surface level, easygoing, is
Mhm.
cool, and yeah.
Just
But
co-parent.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, for sure.
And how has learning to set boundaries, because I've just heard you set a lot of boundaries surrounding that relationship or your child, your children's father. How has setting those boundaries changed the way you show up now in relationships?
So now, I would say setting boundaries, first of all, that's super important. And what I've learned is anybody that cross those boundaries and after you tell them, because everybody's not perfect, but if you cross that boundary after I just said, hey, I'll give you another chance, but you cross it twice, you gotta go. I'm so sorry. Bye. Um, but that really sets the tone for me anyway. That sets the tone of how serious you are about me. And that also lets me know your characteristic as well. Like if you are disciplined or not. Um, and then it lets me know that you probably don't have your own boundaries, so I can just probably run all over you. Even though I'm not that type of person, but I'm just saying like you have to have a boundary with anything. And I also teach my kids that too. Boundaries are super important.
And not only setting those boundaries, but definitely have to be intentional.
For
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
definitely. I have one boundary that I've set, whether it be females, male. If we are going to maintain any kind of friendship, relationship, or any ship, right? Please do not call me out of my name,
Right.
especially the B word. And I've never been called that, but I have listened to where women have allowed themselves to be belittled in that way, right?
hmm
And even women belittle their own selves. Because I've
hmm
always wondered, why would someone refer to themselves as a bee?
Yeah.
That's something I cannot wrap my head around it. And so that's one boundary I know that I set with everyone. Listen, male or female, if it's a casual conversation, because some folks, it's just like very common. It's like another word for them to just say frequently.
hmm
If we're conversating, please don't use it. If
hmm
not, that's it.
hmm
Yeah.
You have to set those boundaries for sure.
Even when you meant nothing by it, that's it.
Yeah, and if you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yeah.
And if you love me enough or you care about me enough or whatever, then you're just not going to do it, period.
Mhm.
So
Oh, yeah.
I totally understand. Yeah.
What would you say to someone listening who is still trying to find the courage to choose themselves over an abusive partner?
I'd say just look at how you were before you got with them. and kind of base it off of that. Like, what will you be losing if you had everything before? Because I had everything before. Me and my mom's relationship was good, like really good. It's honestly to me it's better now. That's my homegirl now. So, but um, even like before I went through all of that, me and my mom was super close when I was going through it.
Yeah,
I kind of he had me disrespecting my own mom, and y'all know my mom do not play. And I'm just like, I am. When I got out of it, I was like, you know what? I really tried it. I am so grateful to be alive. Thank you, Jesus, because she really could have choked me, but she didn't.
yeah,
So, but I would say just think about how you were before you got with them,
yeah.
and then kind of just base your life off of that. And then, like, because I know certain situations like you can't leave because some women don't have jobs, like they depend on that man. But if anything, post content, make try to make your own money. Seek help. Go on TikTok. Like it's a lot of resources out there, and especially nowadays. And if you want to build your confidence and
Mhm.
like, and I know, money isn't the same money that was like back in the day.
Right.
I'm telling you what really helped me too was just getting my hair done more, getting my nails done, my toes. And if you don't have like a lot of money, save up and order you, I think it's called Novo
Mhm.
nails and toenails off of TikTok. Girl, they look just like the real thing. Press some things on and keep like make yourself feel better. And because when you feel better, you do better. And also discipline. I know I just feel like when you're going through things like that, you're no doubt probably overweight. Go join the gym, or if you can't afford it, go walk around the apartment complex. It all starts with discipline. I lost 40 pounds to join the gym from what, June of, no, July. Yeah, I started July 14th, and I've been going ever since then. So
Congratulations.
thank you.
Yeah,
But, your hair, nails,
yeah.
it starts there. Like, love yourself and just think about who you were before you got with that person.
Very much so. I agree 100%. One of the questions we do have to ask ourselves, when was the last time I loved myself?
Mm-hmm.
What was going on during those seasons when I loved myself? And just like I said, was I taking care of myself more? When I felt better, what was going on? What did I do? What was I doing to cause me to feel better? And just start step by step, stepping right
Yep.
back into that zone. Yeah.
Hmm. Yes.
What does thriving looks like for you today?
So again, I got my Jeep Wrangler. Um,
You're a Jeep girl. You
but
are definitely a
yeah,
Jeep girl. Yeah.
love my Jeep. Um, but as far as thriving, I feel like mentally, like it all starts here. And then just having a set routine because I have a routine. Um, and just thinking clearly, working, of course, and also thriving is telling people no. Like, no, no, I'm not doing it. I'm so sorry, but no.
So, yeah.
No is good. No is good. It sets the tone, sets the boundary. And a good thing about being grown, you don't have to even explain why. No, I don't.
No. Yeah.
So, right. No, I'm not doing it. That's what thriving is to me. It's again setting those boundaries and loving yourself and just keeping it pushing, man. Just keeping, and that's all you can do, really. So, and no.
Wow. Listening at you today versus I think it was 5 years ago, I can't remember, right?
Probably so, yeah.
Your story really reminds us that survival can turn into strength, right? And strength right into purpose.
Yes.
Yes, it's identifying what needs to change
Mm-hmm.
and change it.
Yes. I actually wrote a book. Can I show that on here?
Oh, it's your
Huh?
book. Yes.
Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show you. Give me 1 second. Mm-mm-mm.
I find your book. Where can we find it?
So I have to publish it and everything
Okay.
first, but it's done. I just have to, I don't really know how to do all that. And then like, of course, I have to get the funds and stuff and Christmas, birthday. So I want to drop this in about like a month or so.
Have
But it,
you are are you in need of an editor?
yes.
Because I would provide you the information for an editor who I use. I just used her a week ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
This is it is called From Pain to Power, the Chanel Chronicles.
Hmm.
And oh, if you want to,
Oh, awesome. So I am going to provide you the information to the editor. That's so beautiful. From pain to power.
I don't know if you guys can see that,
Yeah.
but
I can see it, put it up, and hopefully viewers will be able to see it. Yeah.
sorry. It's so, oh, maybe I should turn down the brightness.
There you,
There.
there you go. That is beautiful. Check it out, guys. From pain to power should be available on Amazon within a month.
Yes. I
Yeah.
also just finished my coloring book last night as well.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in my own coloring book
Yeah.
too.
So I do have a publisher as well
Oh,
that I
cool.
am
Okay.
going to provide her information, and I'm
Hmm.
sure she wouldn't mind if I say it. It might be there. I'm sure she wouldn't mind. Rev the Poet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna provide you her information.
Thank you.
She just published a couple books that I know for different clients.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
yeah. I'm so proud of you, Mykasia.
Yeah, appreciate
And be
it.
sure that I get a signed
Oh, of
copy.
course. I actually plan on doing like a little soft opening
Yeah,
once it's out or maybe like before. I think that's how you do it, like before. So yeah, I'm excited.
yeah. I'm
Oh
very
yeah,
much,
and
yeah,
one more thing too, because I say this all the time. With my book, it's real stories about what I went through, but the characters, I just changed the names of the characters or whatever.
yeah.
Because if somebody gonna traumatize you, make money off of it once you get out. That's
Yeah.
how we do it.
So, and I do have to ask this question. Why
Mhm.
did you not use your own identity?
Well, I don't want to get sued, I
Uh,
guess, which I don't think people can sue me, but I don't know, if
yeah.
if that's a thing. And so I
See,
didn't want to.
and I guess it depends because when I wrote my first one and second, I actually wrote because it's my story, right?
Hmm.
It's your story.
Hmm.
You're telling your story. I don't think they can sue you for telling your story. It just
Gotcha.
so happened that they were a part of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And
Yeah.
then too, like I just didn't want like any, beef or anything, or
Right.
like,
I get it.
like, oh, so
The backlashes. Yeah.
they'll figure it out that
Yeah.
I'm talking about them.
The backlashes and
Right.
yeah.
But yeah, like if they read the book, they'll know who I'm talking about. And then like I didn't want to embarrass anybody, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But yeah, I plan on, because my goal is now in the month of June, I pray I can leave my job. I don't want to work 9 to 5. I want to do content full time and be okay. And also sell my coloring books and my book on Amazon and just pour into myself and
Mhm.
also invest in myself and my kids' businesses as well.
Talk about your kids' businesses.
Yes, so Eric wants to come out with his own beanie cap line.
Mm, nice.
And yeah, and I tell him all the time, I'm like, well, you gotta sell more than beanie caps because we live in Florida. It's hot. So I was like, sell t-shirts, sell shorts or something. And Caden, he actually wants to get in in the kitchen and cook. So I was like, okay, let's start off with like little desserts or little plates or whatever.
Mhm.
So that's what he wants to do. And then he's also a gamer, so he wants to do the gaming as well. So,
Yeah. And they have
yep,
their mom 100% behind them to support
for
them.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Be
Because
very
I don't want them
successful.
to
Yeah.
I don't want them to work a 9 to 5 either. My goal is when they're about 14, 15, I want them to be enrolled in like some type of business class so that they can process it while they're
Mhm.
young. So when they get older, they'll know what to do and people won't play with them.
Yeah.
And I'm praying and hoping God blesses us to be all three of us millionaires by the time they're 18. So,
That's it. They say, ask and it shall be given.
yes. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
For
Ask.
sure.
You're going to, take the necessary steps that you need to take.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
What message do you want your story to leave with others?
Um, Anything is possible, and it is okay to leave someone, even if you love them, and always, in all caps, always choose yourself.
Yes,
Yep.
that's the number one priority, to choose ourselves.
Hmm.
Again, Mykasia, thank you very much for sharing an update.
You're so welcome.
And I have to say, you really have came a long way.
Thank you.
Congratulations on all your progress.
Thank you.
And I just love that you're so in love with Mykasia right now.
Damn. Thank you.
You are
Thank
so
you.
in love with Mykasia right now.
Thank you.
Yes. Until next week, guys, this is Moving Forward Talk. Remember, we all have a story, and your story matters. And if you would like to share your story in this platform, I would love to hear from you. You can reach me directly or leave a comment. Comment the word story in the comment section. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.